After going through their toughest stretch of the season, the Los Angeles Lakers appear to have found their way back to winning basketball. The team kicked off the new year with back-to-back victories against the Memphis Grizzlies, and it was a specific request from LeBron James that transformed the entire approach on the court. Following Sunday's impressive win, head coach JJ Redick revealed what the veteran superstar had asked for before the game tipped off. James wanted the coaching staff to feed him the ball more in the paint area, which would give him greater freedom to orchestrate plays for his teammates throughout the game. This strategic adjustment made a significant difference in how the Lakers operated offensively. The 41-year-old veteran finished the contest with 10 assists, marking his best performance in that category for the entire season up to this point. Even more impressive was his ball security, committing just 1 turnover during the entire game. This stands in stark contrast to his earlier performances since returning from injury, where he had accumulated as many as 5 turnovers in a single contest. The numbers tell the story of a player who found his rhythm and comfort zone on the basketball court. This particular style of play represents exactly how James feels most comfortable on the floor and delivers his highest level of basketball. Being an aggressive force in the paint area while maintaining a strategic mindset when setting up plays has always been his signature approach. It's no coincidence that he possesses one of the finest basketball IQ levels and court vision in the entire league. Much like other elite playmakers in the NBA, James thrives when he has the ball in his hands and can control the tempo and flow of the game for extended stretches. The tactical change appears to have solved one of the puzzle pieces that head coach Redick had been searching for throughout the early portion of the season. Finding the right way to blend the playing styles of the team's 2 primary stars had proven challenging in previous games. However, this new approach of feeding James and allowing him to create opportunities seems to have unlocked something special for the entire roster. The benefits extended beyond just the veteran's performance. Luka Doncic, who joined the Lakers earlier this season in the Blockbuster trade that sent Anthony Davis to Dallas, responded brilliantly to this adjustment. The Slovenian guard exploded for 36 points without showing signs of exhaustion, largely because his teammates were also contributing offensively throughout the game. Both James and forward Jake LaRavia provided crucial scoring support, taking pressure off Doncic to carry the entire offensive load by himself. This balanced attack proved to be exactly what the Lakers needed to find their winning formula. Perhaps most encouraging for the coaching staff was Doncic's improved ball control during this recent stretch. He committed only 3 turnovers, all of which came during the first quarter of the contest. This represents a notable improvement from his season average of 4.5 turnovers per game. When the team's primary ball handlers can limit their mistakes while still maintaining their aggressive approach, it creates a winning environment that's difficult for opponents to overcome. The Lakers have been working to establish their identity under first-year head coach Redick. With a current record of 22 wins and 11 losses, they sit in strong position in the Western Conference standings. However, consistency had been an issue before these recent victories. The team went through a rough December stretch where they posted a 5-7 record, displaying poor habits that frequently frustrated their coaching staff. Getting back on track was essential for maintaining their playoff positioning. Center DeAndre Aton has been another key piece in the Lakers' recent success. The 7-footer joined the team during the offseason after a buyout agreement with Portland Trail Blazers. His presence in the paint has provided the Lakers with a reliable rim protector and rebounder who complements the team's offensive stars. In the latest victory over Memphis, Aton contributed 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks while shooting an efficient 6 for 8 from the field. His ability to finish around the basket has given James and Doncic another weapon to utilize when defenses collapse on them. The big man's willingness to set screens and roll hard to the rim has opened up additional spacing for the perimeter players. The upcoming schedule will test whether these adjustments can lead to sustained success. With Austin Reeves sidelined and Rui Hachimura unavailable for road games, the team will need their star duo to carry the load. As the season progresses, the Lakers are showing signs of the contender many expected. The combination of veteran leadership from James and elite scoring from Doncic has created a foundation for success moving forward. The Los Angeles Lakers have made a concentrated effort to get center DeAndre Aton more involved in their offensive system following concerns about his frustration level. After their first victory against the Memphis Grizzlies, head coach JJ Redick acknowledged that he felt Aton was becoming frustrated with his limited touches on the offensive end. In that initial contest, the big man attempted just 4 shots, and he had also struggled in previous losses to the Detroit Pistons and Houston Rockets. The coaching staff recognized they needed to address this issue quickly. In the rematch against Memphis, the Lakers made sure to get Aton the basketball early and often. The 7-footer responded with his best performance in weeks, finishing with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 impressive blocks in 34 minutes of action. His shooting efficiency was particularly notable, converting 6 of his 8 field goal attempts. After securing the 6-point victory, Redick spoke extensively about his belief that the team did a much better job of feeding their center throughout the contest. The head coach explained how the Lakers ran their first offensive play specifically for Aton, which helped set the tone for his involvement. Getting a couple of early touches allowed him to feel like an integral part of the offense right from the opening tip. Redick emphasized that this is a tale as old as time for big men in basketball. The reality of playing center is that someone else has to pass you the ball since you're not initiating the offense yourself. The coaching staff set up specific situations designed to get Aton touches in advantageous positions on the floor. Redick praised Aton's execution of concepts they had reviewed extensively in film sessions the day before the game. They had specifically coached up the weak spot positioning against the post when LeBron James and Jackson Hayes were on the court together. Aton did an excellent job of playing out of those situations, going beyond just simple pick and roll actions. The coach acknowledged that Aton is different from the typical categories of big men in today's game. There are star centers who dominate possession of the basketball, and then there are athletic rim-running bigs who finish plays created by others. What makes Aton unique is his skill level and versatility. Redick pointed out that there aren't many highly skilled big men left in the current NBA landscape. Aton possesses excellent touch and shooting ability from the specific areas where he prefers to receive the ball. This makes him a valuable weapon when used properly within the offensive system. However, his effectiveness is dependent on the team's playmakers and coaching staff, ensuring he stays engaged and gets meaningful opportunities to contribute offensively. After the game, Aton himself made comments that turned some heads around the league. He stated that big men can't feed themselves, a blunt assessment that highlighted the challenge of his position. Redick backed up his center's words, praising Aton's skill level while placing responsibility on both the coaches and the team's ball handlers. Making sure Aton feels involved in the offense falls on everyone in the organization, not just the player himself. The coach acknowledged this is a shared responsibility. The Lakers will need Aton's offensive production even more in the immediate future due to injuries. Guard Austin Reeves is sidelined, and forward Rui Hachimura won't suit up for the upcoming road trip. These absences mean finding alternative scoring beyond the 2-star guards. Aton's ability to convert easy opportunities around the basket becomes crucial when the rotation is shortened. History shows that keeping big men engaged offensively motivates them to provide extra effort defensively. When centers feel involved and get their share of touches, they respond with increased energy on both ends. Aton joined the Lakers in July after a buyout agreement with Portland Trail Blazers. The former #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft brings valuable experience and size to the front court. This season with Los Angeles, he's averaging 14.3 points and 8.4 rebounds while shooting an impressive 70.4% from the field. His efficiency near the basket has been a bright spot for the offense. The Lakers currently hold a 22-11 record, positioning them well in the Western Conference. They went through a rough December with a disappointing 5-7 mark. The coaching staff identified poor habits that repeatedly frustrated them during that skid. Getting players like Aton more involved represents part of the solution to maintaining consistency throughout the season. The emphasis on getting Aton touches also helps facilitate better ball movement. When the Lakers run actions for their center, it forces defenses to account for multiple threats. This creates spacing for Doncic and James in pick-and-roll situations. The system functions better when all 5 players feel they can contribute meaningfully to the offensive effort each night. Trade speculation continues to swirl around the Los Angeles Lakers as the deadline approaches, with one former NBA player suggesting a bold move that could reshape the team's identity. DeMarcus Cousins, who now works as a commentator for sports programs, has proposed that the Lakers pursue Dillon Brooks from the Phoenix Suns. The controversial suggestion involves trading Austin Reeves to acquire the defensive-minded forward, creating immediate debate among basketball analysts and fans alike. Cousins built his case around the belief that Brooks would fundamentally transform the Lakers' culture and playing style. The former All-Star big man argued that Brooks represents the ideal player to fill existing gaps in the roster while contributing to the team's championship aspirations. Currently averaging 21.4 points per game for Phoenix, Brooks is experiencing a career year in his first season with the Suns. His scoring output has jumped dramatically compared to previous campaigns, making him an intriguing target for teams seeking offensive reinforcement. The proposal sparked immediate pushback from Chandler Parsons, another former NBA player who works in sports media. Parsons questioned the logic of trading Reeves, citing the guard's significant offensive impact for Los Angeles. The guard has become an essential piece of the Lakers' offensive system, providing secondary ball handling and scoring punch alongside the team's star players. His ability to create shots for himself and others makes him difficult to replace in the current roster construction. Cousins stood by his position, emphasizing that Brooks could add even more value to the Lakers than many realize. He pointed to the forward's career-high scoring average and his reputation as one of the league's most tenacious defenders. Brooks earned selection to the all-defensive team during the 2022-23 season while playing for Memphis Grizzlies, demonstrating his ability to lock down opposing wing players. This defensive prowess represents exactly what many believe the Lakers need to compete with the elite teams in the Western Conference. The discussion reflects broader questions about the Lakers' identity and direction as they navigate the current season. With a record of 22 wins and 11 losses, the team sits in solid playoff position but has shown inconsistency that concerns the coaching staff and front office. Finding the right balance between offensive firepower and defensive intensity remains an ongoing challenge. Brooks would theoretically address the defensive side of that equation while maintaining offensive production. Brooks has thrived in Phoenix after signing with the team during the offseason. The 29-year-old forward replaced Kevin Durant's mid-range scoring role following Durant's departure, though in a different capacity. While not matching Durant's elite shot-making ability, Brooks has filled the functional void by attacking from similar areas on the floor. His usage rate has climbed to a career-high 27.2%, representing a significant increase from his previous seasons with Houston Rockets. The Suns' offensive system has adapted to maximize Brooks' strengths. He's taking over 17 field goal attempts per game, including more than 7 attempts from three-point range. This volume represents a dramatic shift from his previous role as a secondary option. Playing alongside Devin Booker as the team's second scoring threat, Brooks has embraced the expanded responsibility and delivered consistent production. He's scored at least 20 points in 16 games this season and has reached double figures in all contests played. Defensively, Brooks brings the type of intensity and attitude that can influence an entire team's mindset. Known for his physical play and willingness to engage in mental battles with opponents, he's developed a reputation as one of the league's most irritating defenders to face. His feud with LeBron James from previous playoff matchups has become legendary among NBA fans. This combative edge represents what Cousins believes would transform the Lakers' culture and competitive spirit. However, the proposed trade faces significant obstacles. Reeves signed a 4-year extension reflecting the Lakers' commitment to him as a core piece. His chemistry with Donic and age advantage make him valuable. Financial considerations also complicate matters, as Brooks is in the first year of a 4-year deal worth approximately $80 million. The Lakers front office has demonstrated patience with trade deadline decisions. Any deal involving Reeves would need to represent a significant championship upgrade. As February approaches, speculation will intensify around Lakers moves. The team must balance maximizing James's remaining years with building around Doncic for the future. Brooks represents one of many names in trade rumors, though converting speculation into deals requires alignment of multiple factors in this competitive Western Conference landscape.